livery, which is very, very colourful. The lovebird wide, usually very, very colourful. Someone hasn't finished painting that one. Here Jamaica combined with other West Indian airlines, Caribbean Airlines and Liat. While another is looking to take off, another is landing. But the airlines, the Caribbean Airlines, have all combined and have got the contract to carry the teams around the Caribbean through the various venues on charters, so that the players and the officials don't have to bother with the usual problems associated with scheduled airlines. And that's not only in the Caribbean, that's all over the world. Flicked away, enough on this to reach the boundary, I feel. Just. So, a boundary to Sabina. He's traveling along here. You see Sabina really going great guns.
He's not letting up at all. He wants to attack Langford Smith. He's gone down the wicket on numerous occasions at him. Many a time he's not been able to dispatch him to the boundary, but it's not deterred his intent. Still continues with the effort. Not good when you're taking a bit of stick. Not good at all. Bit of cramp, that looks like, in the calf maybe. Yep.
Well, all sorts of things are happening on the field and over at Norman Manley International Airport as well. A lot of comings and goings, both here at Sabina and at Norman Manley International. Looks as if one of the bowler, Langford Smith, has just got cramp. So the physio has come onto the ground. So have the 12th and 13th men for Ireland. A lot of Irish around the ground, so we may even see some more of them coming to the field.
Must have their drinks, these Irish lads.
In the meantime, they've left a little girl in Kingston town as they head out wherever they're going. And they would have taken off into quite cloudy conditions this morning, but it's now got very sunny. Cloud is lifted, and it looks as if Langford Smith's problem has been sorted out. He has had no problem all day, that fella. It's Thursday here in Jamaica. He would know it. Result from the other group: Sri Lanka have defeated Bermuda. That was quite predictable. We'll give you the scores after this delivery. Sri Lanka 321 for 6 from their 50 overs, with Captain Jayawardene coming into form with 85, Sangakkara 76, Damara Silva 55, not out. And leading bowler for Bermuda, Mokadea 2 for 53, Mokadem. And then Bermuda just collapsing, all out for 78. Maharouf taking 4 for 23, and no one really getting among the runs for Bermuda. So a big defeat for Bermuda in their first match in World Cup cricket. 243 runs was the margin. Yesterday, Scotland also being defeated by more than 200 runs by Australia. So the two of the associates, Bermuda and Scotland, Ireland the other one here, having a much better game against one of the full members of the ICC, but because of extenuating circumstances, Zimbabwe nowhere near the strength that they would be had they had all of their players available, had the players made themselves available. They would have had a pretty strong team. Only one survivor in the Zimbabwe team from the 2003 World Cup, 63 for 1.
Come on.
13 overs gone. Ireland were 60 for 3 at that stage. So Zimbabwe with the advantage. Just the 1 wicket down. Here's Bota now. To Chibaba. And he's taken 12 deliveries for his first run. That was his first run. He's been out there a long time. He hasn't had much of the strike. Partnership now 38. Only got 1 out of the 38.
Good bow tie, good bow tie. Come on, boys.
A smile on the face of Usis Banda that time, because he feels he should have been able to put that full toss away. Couldn't evade the mid-off fielder. Certainly was an opportunity to get a boundary for him. All that he'll try and do here, Bota, is to bowl really straight, not give any room to these batsmen, but he's also got to hit his length every single time, because any opportunity to free the arms to play a drive, these two batsmen will not pass it up.
Well, he's got into the power play now, but he's got protection. He's got no close catches at all. He's into the second power play. Bowls a no ball. They're getting the runs down towards third man. Only 2 fielders can be outside the restricting area, and those fielders are a third man and a deep mid wicket, just under the Kingston Cricket Club. Third man's out there, McCallan. And then on the opposite side of the ground under Kingston Club Pavilion, which I must say is as sparsely populated as I've ever seen it. Thursday afternoon, good opportunity to come down from work, end the day early. Not many people in there.
The cameraman on the top, he's got lots of company in it. He'll be feeling lonely, so will he.
Normally the members of Kingston Club, as is the same at the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad, and Barbados Cricket Association members in Barbados and so on, their membership would get them into an international match without having to pay the entry fee for the normal entry fee that others have to pay. Not so here for the World Cup. They've got to pay their entry. That may explain something. 68 for 1.
Zimbabwe needing 154 runs to win. 68 for 1, doing it well. This is Trent Johnson, the Ireland captain, now taking it up from the George Headley stand end. Say good afternoon to Ramiz Raja.
Good afternoon, Jeffrey Dujon. Good afternoon, everyone. Good day, everyone. I think the pattern will change drastically, if Ireland is able to get rid of one Sabina. His partner is not troubling them at all. In fact, they would want Chibaba to be on strike. 2 from 16 balls, 41 minutes of a pretty serious inactivity, where Sabina has looked extremely good and efficient. But how long can Sabina continue to bat like this? I think he's taking few risks. So far, he's been very sensible. He's nearing his 50, and we know that you know, he can succumb to a bit of inexperience. After getting his 50, he may like to change his gears and do something extraordinary and get out in the process.
Well, his partner Chibaba is a far more orthodox player. He hasn't really looked to do anything too out of the ordinary. He's been there for 17 deliveries, only made 2. Opposed to Sabina, who's been looking for every opportunity to score. Down the track again. This was Chibaba. Seems that he's heard me and decided that he has to take a bit of a more positive approach. But Sabina batting well. He's on 48. And a good long partnership here would go a long way to seeing Zimbabwe overhaul Ireland's 221.
It does appear when the batsman is not aggressively tackling the opposition, that bowlers are bowling the right channel. And there's a good grouping to Chibaba. They've targeted his off stump. They've developed a sound method to keep him quiet. And bowling has generally been consistent whenever he's been on strike, because he's not threatened them one bit.
Well, he's not looking in particularly good touch, Chibaba. It's the end of the over. It's 69 for 1.
Trying to pull the ball, he was a little late. And the footwork wasn't great as well. Didn't cover the line of that short one from Trent Johnson. He's not quick. So he'll be thanking his stars that he got away with it, that he didn't bowl this length to Sabina. Otherwise, the ball would have clearly disappeared over mid-wicket for something substantial.
Not a big crowd here by any means. That's seen as one of the premier games of the group, I suppose. This was the second power play now, third power play rather, being taken. Slower delivery, nice juicy full toss.
Push it up, mate. Push
Taking
that
advantage of.
guys. Come, guys.
For those of you who've never seen him, that's Ramiz Raja.
And sitting next to me is Jeffrey Dujon. Keeping it tight, Botha with his in-dippers. Getting the ball to swing.
just using that breeze that blows across the ground from off to leg. Very good effect. Starting the ball just outside off stump and having it drift in on a nice full length. There he goes again. Very tight bowling here. Good thinking. Good use of the conditions.
We've been mentioning that he's been very sensible, Sabina. Another sensible thing that he's done out there while facing both is he's opened himself up because he's expecting the ball to come back into him. There you see him wide open stance at the crease. And that is because the front foot will not fall across to the incoming delivery as a result of that stance. Nicely balanced, and that front foot not going across the line of that in dipper. That is what Botha wants. He wants a bit of imbalance out there at the crease so that he can get rid of the batsman through the gate or leg before.
He's really kept it on the spot, Botha. Everything on target. It's 69 for 1, and we're going to have a drink.
At Western Union, we understand that cricket is more than just a game. It's a passion you share with everyone back home. Just send money from participating Western Union agent locations to India, Pakistan, Bangladesh or Sri Lanka. Mention promo code Cricket2007 and get your country's t-shirt absolutely free. Get into the cricket spirit now. Transact today with Western Union.
The World Cup games are great. State Farm car insurance discounts are great too. Call a State Farm agent today to see how much you can save on your car insurance.
Dish Network is your home for Cricket World Cup 2007. Don't miss any of the action as the Cricket world converges on the West Indies to do battle for ultimate cricket supremacy. Dish Network brings you every ball, every six, every wicket and every moment of glory. Visit www.dishnetwork.com/cricket for details or call 1-877-347-4778. All prices, packages and programming subject to change without notice. Hardware and programming sold separately. Now your Dish Network cricket subscription follows you to the web. Here's how it works. To activate broadband access, go to www.cricketondish.com after you purchase the TV package. Click on the image that says Broadband Access for Dish Network TV subscribers. Read all the details of the broadband access there. Once you have read and understood the details, you can fill out the form to request activation. Note that activation can take between 24 and 72 hours, so order early to avoid delays. Call 1-877-347-4778 to order now.
My beautiful Jamaica. Must come down and visit us sometime, folks. You'll never regret it. Back here at Sabina Park, the skies have cleared somewhat. The sun is still behind the clouds, and it's looking pretty sunny for Zimbabwe. 48 to Sabanda, 2 to Chibaba. The highlights of what we've seen so far. Duffin getting things off the mark. Played a few nice strokes. But the man who was most attacking was Sabanda. Ball moved about a bit. And then Duffin had a sequence of drops. Rather, Ireland had them. And finally, they held on to him. Nice thin edge. Not many keepers drop those. But we're back live. And even though it looks like a replay of a shot he played 2 overs ago. Chibaba really not looking too settled.
I don't know whether it'll favor Zimbabwe if he gets out now, or whether he now needs to continue because he's been out there at the crease for 50 minutes. But he has not given us any impression that he can collar the opposition. He's been very basic out there.
And I think he's probably trying to do the wrong thing, Ramiz. You don't try to play across the line if you're not in good touch, and it's clear that he isn't. You need to look to play the ball up and down a bit more, get it in the middle of the bat. There's time, there's a lot of overs. It's not a big ask. There's no real rush, especially with Sabina at the other end, playing pretty fluently.
This pattern is certain to burden his partner. That he wouldn't want. That Zimbabwe wouldn't like to happen. Because Sabina is 48 from just 55 balls. His partner has been very, very slow. And his blocking can get his partner in a bit of stress. And in the process can make him play some rash shots. That's threaded nicely. That'll release the pressure as well. Good cut shot.
Well, he got some room, and instead of pulling at it, he did what he should have done. Got on top of it and cut it nicely through that gap at point. Much better play when he tries to play orthodox cricket shots, Chibaba. This will make him feel a little bit better. He's got one out of the middle of the bat and got 4 as a result. A good follow-up from the bowler.
Doesn't have a strong back foot play, Chibaba. He likes to get very early on his front foot and then hope for the best to a delivery that is pitched around that particular area, shaping away from him.
The hands all over the place. It's a sign of a man that's not confident, not in form.
You would want to have a slip for him. He's not looking confident. 73 for 1.
Look at the batting card. Another good piece of fielding.
Well, that shot is just a little risky because the ball is coming in. You can easily chop it onto the stumps if you don't get it right. Square drive off the front foot can be just a little hazardous, so he's got to be careful, Sabina. On 48 is looking good, but shot selection has got to be precise right throughout this knock. This knock has got to continue for Zimbabwe if they are to win this. He's got an excellent start, and he must finish off the job now.
Ireland's bowling was a little bit ragged to start with, but it settled down nicely now, and these two Zimbabwe batsmen are finding it a little bit more difficult to score. Mixing it up very nicely, both are keeping it just around that off stump, getting the ball to come back in on the breeze, and mixing up his pace, varying his pace as well. This is what he needs to do to keep the batsman guessing, to upset his rhythm. That's a very good line to bowl to Sibanda. Bad one to bowl to Ramiz Raja. That would have gone through mid-wicket like a bullet.
Get the fives here. Let's get up the fives, guys. Come on, next 5 overs. Come on, Boatsy.
Both are pitch map. Just about perfect. Used to get out there many times as well, Jeffrey.
Oh, down, down.
It's good fielding, doesn't prevent the single.
Come on, hey.
Ireland must back the bowling here by being vigilant in the field. Now that single shouldn't have been given, even though it was a diving effort, but he could have really moved just a little bit earlier.
Finish it out, Boatsy.
In the ring, singles must not be given.
Well, he's continued to keep it tight, Botha. It's 74 for 1.
Ireland just pulling it back a little. Zimbabwe need 148 to win from 32 overs, 4.6 runs per over. Doesn't look too taxing at this stage, but a wicket or two and certainly the balance will be shifted. Good partnership this. Just 2 away from 50 mark.
Johnston to continue. Good line. That's Sibanda feeling for that one. Not the kind of shot you'd expect a batsman on 49 to be playing.
I think he's trying to run the ball down for 1 to get to his 50. But you're right, took a lot of risk.
And that's his 50. Semi-pull shot. Quasi-pull shot through mid-on. Timed it very well though. Kept it to the left of mid-on. So Sibanda posts half century for Zimbabwe.
His posture has been aggressive, body language absolutely great, and footwork also been special. Very good shot of the back foot. Almost got run out as a result of that tangle with the Irish captain. That would have been really unfortunate.
Just getting a little, well, running straight into Johnston. Couldn't blame Johnston for anything there. Off the outside edge, will it go? Both is around, does the fielding, and it's close. It's close. Ian Gould is going to ask for the third umpire. It's very close.
Airborne dive. Is he safe or is he a goner? I think, well, extremely close. Was the bat grounded when it passed the crease? That is the other query that the third umpire really has to answer. Too close to call, and if that is the case, then the benefit has got to go to him, the batsman. Too close to call. The stumps were broken. The bat was partly grounded, partly in the air while it was crossing the popping crease. So if the benefit is got to go, it's got to go to the batsman. Not out is the right choice.
I think that's a reasonable decision. Good work from our third umpire. So Justice Chibaba has been done justice. He survives. have a more aerial view of it. And close enough for the batsman to be given the benefit of the doubt.
I think summed up the situation well, Chibaba. He knew that he was in trouble, so he really had to dive full length, which he did. After all, it was his call. He had to get to the danger end. Touch and go, and it was go in the end for him.
Would have been unfortunate if that partnership had been broken by a run out. Partnership now worth 55. Most of them scored by Sabina. Nice shot. Couldn't beat the man at point. End of the over. Zimbabwe 81 for 1.
Well, these two have played very sensibly. Chibaba 8 of 30, but his slowness is not hurting Zimbabwe or this partnership because the impetus certainly has been provided by Sabina.
Both are to continue.
Down.
And this one will go for 4. Timed it nicely.
Extremely good drive. He's looking very impressive, Sabina. Nice straight drive. Got to the pitch of the ball neatly in time to drive it just away from the fielder at mid-off. Trent Johnson with that big dive couldn't do anything about it. Good balance, straight bat, 4.
Oh! Come on, boys. Bang, bang, hey, come on! 85 for 3, guys! 85 for 3 here, come on now!
Very important when the ball is swinging into you to keep that front foot on the inside the line of the ball. Hurry up.
Ow!
That's a better delivery. Very important. Watch that front foot. Stays on the inside of the line of the ball, so allows the bat to come straight through. Just a half volley this time. He was bowling a bit fuller, Botha, but Sabina picked up the half volley this time and timed it beautifully.
In! Well done, well done!
Gould, the last 2 deliveries now he seems to be trying to get them to go the other way or just straight through.
Some nice shots, some nice on drives, a covered drive through the offside. Good touch player, good footwork, good body language.
Oh.
No ball called. Scamper through for 1.
And comes across as a good athlete because he's ran perfectly well between wickets. Such an important innings at the top of the order. You need your opener to be firing. The ball was swinging. Now that really was a spanking pull shot. A couple of pull shots played with utmost of ease. And he was innovative as well, using his feet.
Nicely tucked away. Could result in an easy 2. Both are just straying a little bit too much on leg stump. Goes on to 89. Having too much trouble scoring now, Sabina. Obviously confident, obviously seeing the ball a lot better. But this is Chibaba.
Oh!
And he's been having his problems. End of the over, 89 for 1. He
survives. That is important for Zimbabwe because This partnership 63 now from 86. Chibaba has just contributed 10 out of the lot. Sibanda is the aggressor while his partner is handling things intelligently.
So look at a small section of the crowd. Well, large in terms of the sections we have here today of spectators. And guess where they're from?
Montego Bay.
Get a single for that.
Good thinking, trying to put him off his length. Came down the track, Sibanda, and didn't go really hard at the ball. He wasn't to the pitch of it. Decided to just play it down safely. This is where he's been impressive.
Bounces down the wicket. Johnson sees him coming and pulls it down. Still 132 runs to get here in the 21st over. There's a lot of time left in this game, a lot of time for Ireland to pull it back, to get a couple of wickets. Who knows what can happen if they get a few wickets. They've got themselves to blame for a few chances they put down when the ball was newer and bouncing a bit more. But there's still time. Rate of 4.43 required. Zimbabwe to get up to 222.
Maybe Trent Johnson needs to shift his bowling options. A spinner at this stage could do a fairly good job, just break the rhythm of this partnership. They've got Kyle McKellen, who's an off spinner. Maybe he could be employed, because this is getting quite predictable.
Safe in the end. There's also Andrew White, who bowls off spin. So there are spin options, and must admit that the seam attack is getting a bit sameish now. Time to try something. See how these batsmen react to some spin.
Got to break this partnership. 66 from 90 balls. Do something different. Think out of the box. Take a bit of chance. That is what Ireland need to do at this stage.
And as we say, the seamers get a wicket. And Chibaba goes, never looked settled, never looked comfortable. And he's hauled out to mid-off.
Well. No need really to think out of the box, because the batsmen helped Ireland here. Really couldn't really manage it off the middle of the bat. He hadn't really experimented with this slog right throughout this innings. So there's every likelihood that it will misfire. He's gone for 12. Zimbabwe 92 for 2.
Well, all of a sudden the Green Brigade have something to celebrate. They've got a wicket. .92 for 2 now, Zimbabwe. New batsman is Sean Williams. Also bowls a little left arm spin. And he's there as Justice Chibaba, probably a bit frustrated, tried to go over the top and hold out at mid-off. One of the more unusual ways of celebration. Looked as if he was beset by bees. It's the end of the over. 92 for 2. Well, Ireland have finally got a wicket, so Zimbabwe now have to construct a new partnership. And while they do that, I'll turn you over to the partnership of Pami Mbangwa and Michael Holding.
Thank you very much, Dosh. Bowling change out there. Brings the spinner into the attack. Kyle McCallan didn't cover himself with glory down at third man earlier on in the day when the ball went through his legs. Made a duck while batting. Last chance, saloon. Five fielders inside the circle at the moment. 3 on the offside, 2 on the on.
Squeeze it on, hey, come on!
This is the last wicket. Justice Chibaba had had a difficult time up there and maybe felt it was time to get going, or felt that that was an opportunity to get going. There were celebrations on the field at his dismissal.
Down!
It'll be a single. The more exciting celebrations though were off the field. Incredible. The dancing leprechaun, he is out there in his bright red pants, kicking his legs up and down, and everybody following him. They just broke out almost simultaneously into a dance. They're out here to have fun, they are, the Irish. And I tell you what, they are having fun, pulling some of the local people into it as well. And everybody thought they'd be looking on TV, seeing a Caribbean flavor of how things are done. The Irish have turned up and taken over at Sabina Park.
Come on, Matt, come on, pal. It's good, buddy.
Can you imagine if they win this game, Pommy? Their first ever game in a World Cup, and they turn out victorious.
My imagination's not that good.
Push it straight up here. Push it to 5s. Come on.
Sean Williams, the new batsman for Zimbabwe. That was a close call. That was a lot of good fortune and very little good management.
He'll tell you placed it well. He'd be lying, because he's taken this right off the stumps. Expects that to turn. He's undone because that ball's continuing straight on towards him, towards his pads, towards his stumps, and he manages just to get the slightest of edges through that slip cordon.
That's gone a long way up. Someone is coming around from backward square. He won't get there though. It was Andrew White racing around. Interesting stroke play this from Sean Williams.
Hasn't got one in the middle of the bat yet. It's off the edge, the top edge. It's gone right straight up in the air.
Well, it got through. I don't think Sabina thought that ball would have gone through the gap. He was very hesitant in taking off with a single. That single brings up the 100. It's 100 for 2.
Applause for the Zimbabweans and getting to 100.
That looks like the flag of St. George. Not too sure what it's doing here. Wow. Mr. Williams is in a hurry.
What? He's got a plane to catch. A few more games they have to play here. Can't go anywhere. Take your time, son. This was there to hit, though. He smashed it. Got it right in the middle of the bat.
Eleven from 6 deliveries. Strike rate 183. Well run. Not wasting any time here, Sean Williams. When you have such good crew working on these cricket games, everything is available. Wanted to know exactly which flag that was. It's a Northern Ireland flag. No, that's not coming from me, so if I'm wrong, don't shoot the messenger. Well, I don't think we have to tell you what that one is. Those that can read can see. Of course, this team from Ireland is made up from both quarters, Northern Ireland and what is referred to as just Ireland, the Republic of Ireland. Lots of flags around. Oh, that's the Cricket Union flag. Some huge numbers on those hats. We're accustomed to seeing numbers on cricketers' shirts and the caps in one-day internationals, and they usually signify what number they are as far as selections for their countries are concerned. Well, that implies that he's the 637th person to be selected for Ireland, not international cricket, of course. This is their first ever World Cup game, their 9th one-day international. There you go, huge numbers. They have been playing cricket a long time. That's smashed as well, a bit of cover in the deep though, just a single. Over bowled, it's 107 for 2. Just getting back to those numbers. If you refer to other countries now and test selections, there have been 634 players selected for England. Test match, that is. Australia have selected 397 individuals. And in the one-day internationals, they have selected 164 players. Very good rate that. Above what is required. There he goes again. Straight into Midon's hand. This time he hasn't managed to find the gap or to evade the fielder.
He certainly was in a rush. At every wicket, expect to see celebrations around here. Absolutely no need to be doing this. Sean Williams, you wonder if that's what the instruction was from inside the change room. Couldn't have been. Going along quite nicely, Zimbabwe, and he comes in. All he has to do, play himself in, and when the opportunities arise, play some shots. But to try and create shots, you get yourself into trouble. He did that then, couldn't get to the pitch. Wanted to lob it over mid-on, just lobbed it in the air, and a comfortable catch in the end. So Sean Williams has gone for 14, 107 for 3.
So a wicket for McCallan. That's the new batsman, Stuart Matsukanera.
Good.
On strike at the moment. Sabina is batsman having crossed when the wicket was taken. The only member of this Zimbabwe squad that played in the last World Cup in South Africa. Well, this could be trouble. Fumbled.
Kevin, well done.
Incredible. Amazing what happens.
Okay.
You're cruising along, and all of a sudden, one wicket, and suddenly opportunities for more. An opportunity there, gone a begging.
Oh, listen to the shout, boys. Come on.
Kevin O'Brien is the man that did the fielding. McCallan not really
Kevin.
collecting the ball that well. Wasn't the best of throws, but it wasn't that bad. Should have collected
Come
that.
boys, come on.
Should have been another wicket.
Take this one out, hey, come on.
We've got two nervous sides here. And a couple of batsmen out there who feel nervous because they've lost a couple of wickets, and the fielding side as well.
Bowl in, bowl in. Squeeze it up, squeeze it up.
In a situation here, Ireland, where they need to put some dots together. They just need to get the ball in the right area and
Good, Maka.
keep the pressure on Zimbabwe.
Done, done, well done, well done.
A wicket maiden for McCallan. It's 107 for 3. At least the band is in the shade. Bigumbura to come in next, then Taylor, Brent, captain coming in at number 9. I don't think Zimbabwe want to be getting that far down in the batting order, though. Trent Johnston, the Ireland captain, says, let's be a bit more attacking. Here comes a slip. Looking to take wickets, looking to keep the pressure on.
It's a good move. from Trent Johnston. Hitting the field in. Just two outside the circle as if it were in a power play. That's because he wants to keep the pressure right on and not allow Stuart Matsekanyere to get easy singles and get himself in and rotate the strike. Has to be right in the money though, because if he presents an opportunity to play a shot, there's no protection in the deep. Nicely bowled. Past the outside edge, there'll be tentativeness in the play of Stuart Matsekanyere as he tries to get himself going because of the position that the team is in. Nicely bowled, good seam up just outside the off stump and also leaving Matsekanyere, and Stuart Matsekanyere feeling at it. Fortunate not to get an outside edge there. Close, very close.
Pressure is on. Sibanda certainly is batting well. Needs a bit of help though at the other end. Stuart Matsekanyere, he is capable. He has been around a while, although he's still just 23 years old.